welcome to the No Spin News for Monday, September 30th, 2024. Stand up for your country. Another manic Monday. Wasn't there a song, Manic Monday? Whole week's manic. We got the VP debate tomorrow. I'm all over that. I'll be tweeting. I'll be on News Nation. I'll be on YouTube. Too much of me. It's a rather important vice presidential debate. We'll get into that tomorrow in the run-up to it. There's going to be a special election Q&A for premium members to BillO'Reilly.com on Wednesday evening. Just you guys. Perfect time to sign up or re-up. You get a free copy of Confronting the Presidents, my new book, which was #1 yesterday. Did I mention that? I think I might have. And then we, on Thursday night, I have to fly to London, England. I don't have to, but I'm going to. But I'll be back on Monday, and I'll tell you all about that. Talking Points Memo tonight is the most chaotic presidential campaign in history. We are witnessing it. This is it. The most chaotic presidential campaign in history. 5 weeks to go. Polls are essentially tied. No definition on who's going to win. Everywhere I go, it's what people ask. I just smile and go, if I knew, I'd go to London, which I am, and go to Ladbrokes and put out a lot of money, but I don't. And both campaigns, as we reported last week, believe they will win. It's unusual. All right. Now, on Friday, Vice President Harris went to Douglas, Arizona on the border, which is her weakest issue. She arrived there about 2 local time, left about 6, 4 hours on the border, strolled around. Here was one of her sound bites. Go.
These men and women who work there and at other places along our southern border help keep our nation secure. And they need more resources to do their jobs, which is why we have and are in the process of investing $500 million to modernize and expand the port of entry here in Douglas. And why last December I helped raise the rate of overtime pay for border agents.
All right, well, immediately after that, the Border Patrol Union put this out. Quote, fact check on Harris' speech in Douglas, Arizona today. VP Harris claims she played a role in increasing Border Patrol agent overtime pay. This couldn't be further from the truth. As with all things border related, she was nowhere to be found when we needed her, unquote. That was Friday, right after Ms. Harris's statement. Okay, on the Trump front, he continues to throw grenades. All right, well, we've been over this. I have encouraged the former president to keep it on issues, but he can't or won't. One of the two, I don't really know. And he goes into the personal. Here's his latest. Go.
Crooked Joe Biden became mentally impaired, sad. But lying Kamala Harris, honestly, I believe she was born that way. There's something wrong with Kamala. And I just don't know what it is, but there is definitely something missing. And you know what? Everybody knows it.
Okay, but if you don't know what it is, then how can everybody know it? Because you don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Now, he doesn't have to do that, and I don't think it helps him, particularly among women voters who, they don't like the insult stuff. But he does that. Now, as soon as he gets personal, he loses focus on the real important issue, which is the border, because the press goes crazy. Here's ABC News on Sunday. Go.
Trump last night called Kamala Harris mentally disabled. He said that Joe Biden became that way. She was born that way. Do you think Kamala Harris is mentally disabled? Do you approve of that kind of language?
I think Kamala Harris is the wrong choice for America.
Do you approve of that language? Donald Trump calling her mentally disabled, mentally impaired. So you don't approve of that. You don't.
I think we should stick to the issues. The issues are Donald Trump fixed it once. They broke it. He's going to fix it again.
Okay, so the media, rather than zeroing in on why the Biden administration opened the border in the first place, which they've never defined. I mean, talk about I don't know. There is not a statement on the record on why the executive orders were issued the first day that Joe Biden took office. Nobody knows why. Kamala Harris doesn't know why. Martha Raddatz doesn't know why. But Ms. Raddatz takes the insult and makes it the story. Now, you guys watching me right now, listen to me on the radio and all of that all over the world, you're interested, you know. But believe me when I tell you, there are tens of millions of American voters who don't know anything. And this is the stuff they hear. So they're not processing what's really going on, which is why I say it's a mistake for Donald Trump to use the insult stuff. Now, the only presidential race, and this is a little bit of history, but I think you'll appreciate it, that was even close to this chaotic situation we have today was in 1824. John Quincy Adams against Andrew Jackson. And I read about it in Confronting the President. This was an unbelievable race. So Jackson and Adams hated each other. I mean, it just... Yeah, Adams thought Jackson was a barbarian, okay, and said so. And then Jackson thought Adams was a rich guy who had no connection to the folks at all, and then back and forth. Anyway, neither of the two got enough electoral votes to be elected. So it was thrown into the House of Representatives. And I get letters, what if it's a tie? What if this? If you don't have enough, 277 is the total. If you don't have more than that, it'll go to the House of Representatives, which is Republican. Now, so that was the only one, but this is worse because of social media, because of, it's hyped up in an unbelievable way. So I expect this to continue. I don't think there's going to be a course correction. Trump's going to continue to lob insults. Kamala Harris is going to continue to say pretty much nothing. There's only one thing that's looming, and that is 60 Minutes interviews. Trump is adamant he's not going to debate. That could change if polling cascades down for him. But right now, you got to take him for his word. But 60 Minutes is going to offer them both a platform. I don't know who the interviewer is going to be. You can't be Leslie Stahl and Trump because they have a bad history. And the rest of the 60 Minutes roster is, I don't know. I don't know what you do. I guess Scott Pelley. I guess Pelley could do Kamala. That would probably be the best choice. But they pretty much have to do that. Both of them have to do that. And that'll be this year very, very important. And that's the memo. All right, schedules. Joe Biden deliver remarks on the terrible hurricane damage, Helene. Vice President Harris was briefed on Helene. Trump is in Georgia talking about Helene, and, that's a good opportunity for him. He got down there fast. The other two were staying in Washington. Tomorrow night, New York City, VP debate. Now, this is a little bit more important this year because Harris and Walz are both attached at the hip to their running mates. Now, we don't know much about Walz other than, he's a very liberal guy from Minnesota. J.D. Vance, we do know more. Vance was on his program. He did pretty well. I mean, he answered the questions. He didn't dodge. He didn't duck. Walz will never come on. But if one of the other on Wednesday night, tomorrow night, Tuesday night, dominates, that will help their ticket. But it can't be a wash. Walz, he could be a bomb thrower out there, Walz. It'll be interesting to see if he gets personal in all of that. And as I said, I'll be all over it. Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. America is at a breaking point. Record inflation, interest rates, debt. The last thing we need is more reckless government spending and higher taxes, and they could happen. But a Harris presidency could bring us into that zone, plus a hit to your retirement savings. So protect your savings with American Hartford Gold. They'll help you secure your retirement by diversifying with physical gold and silver. Start with a simple phone call. They'll guide you through the process, even deliver gold and silver right to your door, or place it directly in your IRA or 401k. Don't wait. These safe haven assets can protect you in an economic crisis. Call or text American Hartford Gold today. Tell them O'Reilly sent you to get up to $15,000 of free silver on qualifying orders. Call 866-501-5201. That's 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Okay, before we get to the mail, let me give you the YouTube address. I'm doing a commentary tonight on Dana Carvey, the comedian who did George Bush the elder, and now he's doing Biden on SNL. And I'll tell you a few things about Carvey. That will be on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly. That's me, youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly. And we will post that tonight. All right, the mail. Mary Jane, concierge member. That means Mary gets travel advice or any advice she wants. Totally confidential. Never. They'd torture me. I wouldn't give up the name. Mary Jane says, President Trump brought up the situation regarding cats and dogs in Springfield, Ohio. He exposed more than the animal issue. Brilliant. People have to know what's going on in small towns regarding migrants. Wasn't brilliant. Could have done the same thing. What it did was it just made him look extreme, particularly because the story wasn't true on a mass level. Wilma is a concierge member as well. Wilma, thank you. You're right about that, Bill. Less is more. Donald Trump likes to amuse the crowd, but sometimes a simpler, more direct version of his talking points would be better. I like the amusing. I like him having a sense of humor out there, and I don't mind him poking his opposition. I don't. But there's a line between having some fun and malice. That's the line. Brett, we're doomed. No. We're not doomed yet, Brett. 5 weeks, all right? Stuff's going to happen. Bill Forrest, Woodbridge, Virginia. I'm not an ideologue. All I want is clarity, solutions, and facts. I'm getting none of that from Harris and Walz. I don't love Trump, but I see him as the only logical choice. And that's, a lot of people feel the same way. That, you know, this woman could be dangerous. I feel that way. Ann Rogers, Steamboat Springs, Colorado. Nice town up in the northern part of the state. Who pays the salary of non-elected, unconfirmed advisors to the president? Is there any public knowledge of how much they are paid? Good question on the second one. Don't know if they put out those salaries. We know how much the president and vice president make. The executive branch has a budget. That's the presidency. And all of the salaries come out of that budget. Don't know if they say how much people are making, though. There's a privacy involved with that. Allison Lauer, Birmingham, Michigan. I purchased many of your books, O'Reilly, but because I'm so busy driving the kids around, audio is better. Do you have a suggested chronological order? Number one, our audio for confronting the president is huge, so audio is good. Chronological order, I would read Killing Witches first because that's the Mayflower. That's where we start. Then I go to Killing England, the Revolutionary War, then Killing Lincoln, then Killing Crazy Horse, because the Indian Wars came after the Civil War. After that, Killing Jesus you can read anytime. It's good to read it around Christmas. World War II books, Killing the Legends is modern times. So after that, there really isn't any order. But the 4 that you want to get your history down are Witches, England, Lincoln, Crazy Horse. You got all four of those down, you're right into modern times with a thorough knowledge of your country. And of course, confronting the presidents goes Washington to Biden. Steve Johnson, Hickory, North Carolina. Despite being very conservative, I appreciate your commitment to no-spin analysis, Bill. I've read Killing Kennedy, Killing Reagan, started Killing Jesus, and Confronting the Presidents. You really know how to bring out humanity in the historical figures you write about. Well, that is a key to our success. That and making the book fun to read. You know, I use the word fun, but it is. You know, these boring history books, I can't read them. Okay. Once you go to the store and pick up Confronting the Presidents, but you get it free if you become a premium member or concierge member. And then you can listen to me on Wednesday because I'm going to have a special election Q&A with premium members. Okay, we'll tell you about that in the final thought. We also have the political memorabilia. We're going to run out of these soon. So if you want them for Christmas gifts or what, Team Normal mug, not woke, no socialism. Okay, they're great mugs. They'll last you forever. Made in America. And we got baseball caps. We got leather-bound editions of Killing Patton. A lot of good stuff. There's Patton. That's a really good gift for Christmas, Patton. And again, we're going to sell out of them. So get on there. BillO'Reilly.com Christmas store. Where today might be a rapscallion. One of the nuns called me a rapscallion. R-A-P-S-C-A-L-L-I-O-N. Back with a final thought in a moment. All right, listen up because you have worked hard to protect your home and your hard-earned equity. And there's a threat out there you probably haven't even heard of. Title theft. The FBI calls it house stealing. Scammers can literally transfer your home's title into their name, take out loans, drain your equity. You might not even know it's happening until it's too late. That's why you need triple lock protection from our friends at Home Title Lock. Their system gives you 24/7 monitoring, instant alerts, and restoration services if you are attacked. Here's the deal. Go to HomeTitleLock.com. Enter the promo code BILL30, and you'll get 30 days of triple lock protection free, plus a complete scan of your home's title to make sure you are in the clear. Remember, 30 days free. Title scan included. Use promo code BILL30 at HomeTitleLock.com or visit the link below. You didn't vote for this economy, but you're paying for it at the pump, the grocery store, and through that stack of unpaid bills. Financial stress crushing. The solution? donewithdebt.com. Unlike the others, Done with Debt has new aggressive strategies that free you from debt without bankruptcy or loans. They will negotiate with your creditors so that you'll have more money in your pocket from month one and every month until you're debt free. And the best news, Done with Debt is accepting new clients. But don't wait. Some of their debt strategies are time sensitive. Let Done with Debt hit the debt reset button for you and make your money yours again. But again, this is time sensitive. So visit donewithdebt.com or call 888-322-1054 right now. Chat with one of their debt relief strategists for free. Go to donewithdebt.com, donewithdebt.com. Okay, so on Wednesday, as I mentioned, we're going to have a special Q&A. This will be at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, right after I get off News Nation with Cuomo. We'll come to the studio here, and you have time to send me questions. Okay, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. So I'm going to give you a sample. So John from Brookfield, Wisconsin writes, I submit President Biden is worse than James Buchanan. Biden created all of our problems, did nothing to solve them. Buchanan inherited the slavery issue, did nothing to solve it. Please explain your ranking. Number one, I don't rank in confronting the presidents. No rank. You rank. Tell you about them, what they did good, what they did. There is no comparison between James Buchanan and Joe Biden. as far as terribleness is concerned. Buchanan came into office in 1856. The South was starting to get belligerent, just so you know. They were building up their arms caches, a lot of it stolen from Union depots. They were roughing up federal officials across the South. They were the people who wanted to separate, the separatists, all right? Buchanan did nothing. Nothing. Didn't send troops down, didn't send federal agents down, marshals, nothing. South saw that, okay? Then they accelerated it. Boom, 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 boom. What did Buchanan do? Turned his back. He was a coward. James Buchanan was a coward. He didn't want to alienate the South. Now, he wasn't even nominated for another term. That's how bad he was. Okay, he's from Pennsylvania. You got to go back to the Amish country where he came from. And Lincoln came in, and it was a fait accompli, all right, that the Civil War is going to happen. But here's the kicker. John, more than 1 million Americans died in that war. From battle, from disease, from wounds that festered, more than 1 million. You're going to tell me Joe Biden is worse than Buchanan when Buchanan could have prevented that? And he could have. As Harry Truman wrote, if Andrew Jackson had been president in 1856, he would have gone down and kicked some serious butt in the South, and that war would not have happened. Okay? 1 million dead? More than 1 million? Come on. See, we don't use emotion here in evaluating anybody, and that separates me from all of the others, because they're doing one of two things. We're talking about, you know, the Joy Reids of the world and some people on Fox and whatever. One of two things. They put their finger up to which way is the wind blowing, and that's the way I'm going, okay? I'm going to talk to my audience, but I'm not going to talk to them in a truthful way. I'm going to give them what they want. The second way is the manager comes down the hall and says, you know, tonight I think we're going to do this. I'll never do that. It's not fair. I'm not in business to hurt other people. But they're there. Yes, sir, whatever you want. You'll never get either of that here. I didn't do it when I was at Fox or ABC or CBS. I never did it. And I paid a price at CBS for not doing it. Not ABC. ABC, under Arledge and Peter Jennings, they treated me with fairness. Fox treated me very well. Okay, the 20 years I was there in the old regime. It's a new regime now. I had a few, but not many at all. I was pulling in big numbers, but still, they stayed away from that. So that's the truth, and that's what we're going to do on Wednesday. We're going to tell you the truth. You write your letters, send them to me, bill@BillO'Reilly.com. Okay, I'll answer them in a truthful way. Okay, become a premium concierge member. Get the book free. Want to hear from you. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.